Welcome back to another episode of Real Talk with Uncle D. I'm your guy, Uncle D, where we do nothing but real talk all the time. So I wanted to holler at you guys today about something that's been on my mind. And I think we all do a little bit of this. It's basically procrastination. We procrastinate about a lot of things. And before you know it, time flew by. Something you were supposed to do today, next week is here. Something you were supposed to do this week, next month is here. Something you was planning this month, next year is here. We procrastinate. We put things off until either the last minute or if we ever even pick up what we were thinking about. We have to start prioritizing things in our lives. You know, get down to the table, sit down at the table, get a pen and pencil out. You would think as fast-paced as we are now, and what I mean is, you know, we're in this microwave age where we do everything rapidly. You know, everything is accessible, you know, through our phone or laptop, but yet when it's something important, we tend to still procrastinate. And a lot of times it's about our business, our finances. Could be even just, you know, talking to people about important things, or, you know, even going to the doctors. We procrastinate. We put it off. So what I challenge you guys to do is sit down at the table. Take an hour. Take 30 minutes. Sit down at the table. Get a pencil and a paper out and write down your thoughts. And once you've written your thoughts down, go ahead and prioritize them. Make those thoughts a part of your schedule. Whether it's a doctor visit, whether it's you know, planning to go and get an LLC to start a business, whether it's opening a bank account, whether it's going to your kid's school to meet with the teacher, anything and everything, we put things off. Stop putting things off. Go ahead and write these things down and prioritize them. Simple things. And then what happens is we get caught up in, wow, I forgot to do this. And now we're running out of time to do certain things that we wanted. So I would say, other than writing down your thoughts, if you're not a big writer, if you don't have that sort of time, when you're sitting in your car, there's apps that you can put on your phone, reminders of things that you need to do. You know, we can set alarms for everything else. Set an alarm for your schedule. Set an alarm for the things that you need to take care of. If you're trying to start a business, you know, okay, I got to get my EIN number. I have to open a bank account. I have to create an LLC. I have to look at office spaces. I have to create a website. You know, these are things that you have to do. Put those things into a list of priorities and knock them out. And then once you accomplish that, you'll see how much smoother things run for you because you took the time to do it right. You didn't put it off. You didn't, you know, hopscotch around it. Family. Oh, I'll talk to them tomorrow. How many times have we had family members that we put off talking to, and then heaven forbid something happens tragic to them? Why? Because we procrastinated. We put it off. We kept putting it off. Now you can't speak to them. Procrastination is like a cancer. Once you get into it and once you give into it, it creates almost like a laziness within you. You have to take hold and heed of the things that you are trying to do so that you can get them done. And then just like anything else, once you start to learn how to prioritize your life and the things in it, it becomes easier. It becomes easier for you to do these things. Your life becomes a little less stressful, and you'll find that you get a lot more accomplished. Now, I'm going to say I'm also a big procrastinator. I'll admit that. I try to look at bigger pictures of things, of how I want things done. Well, sometimes I tend not to even get the little things done because I'm seeing the big thing. You guys see that streak of sun? Okay, it's gone. Because I see the big picture. So in that big picture, I lose the little things sometimes. And if that's one of you, I'll tell you from experience that we have to do better. When you set your priorities, when you lay your priorities out and you go ahead and you try to accomplish those things, knocking them out one by one, you'll see how less stressful you feel. When you reach out to your family, even if it's just a hey, I was thinking about you, you've been on my mind, just wanted to say hey, love you, you'll feel that release. If it's going to the kids' school, if it's setting a doctor's appointment, make the appointment. Because see, then what happens, we procrastinate, and the doctor say what? Well, if you'd have just came in here 3 weeks ago, we probably could have saved this, or we probably could have, treated this. But because we procrastinate, we don't put ourselves in physical danger. And I know I'm talking probably a little extreme, but that's part of it. It's a beautiful day out today, guys. I'm out on the West Coast. I don't know if you guys can see the desert landscape behind me. Coming up on some palm trees here. It's nice out today. That's why I keep getting that sun streak up over my shoulder. But procrastination, even traveling, you put off and put off. Plan that trip. Even if you say, hey, I'm not going to be able to do it for 6 months, go ahead and start looking for that ticket now. Start paying on that ticket now. Start locking that room rate in now. You'll find that the farther out you are, the cheaper your travel is. So you don't have to do it last minute. Look at this. You guys will see on my next walk, I don't know if you guys can see back here, the mountains, the red mountains back there. But we are going to continue to explore things that are healthy for us. We're going to explore things that help us to grow as individuals. We're going to explore and talk about things that we need to just get rid of in our lives. I was thinking just the other day, and this, again, part of my procrastination is We do spring cleaning sometime. Well, that spring cleaning is not just for the house. It's not just for the garage. I mean, I was going through my phone and I'm like, wow, I got probably 8 different numbers for certain individuals. I probably got numbers and texts from people that I've not communicated with in years, and all of that is just a clutter. You know, streamline it. Go through and clean your emails out. I mean, how many of you guys pull up your email and you got 15,000 emails? Really? I mean, granted, probably 9,000 of them is advertisements or things of that nature, but we put off even cleaning those little things up. So it will behoove you to just take some time. Even though procrastination is time, right? When we procrastinate, we waste time. But take some time to streamline things. You know, if you need a doctor's appointment, as soon as you get done listening to this, hey, call and make an appointment. Especially you men. As we get older, we get ourselves in trouble because we put it off. If you need your prostate checked, man, go to the doctor. Might be uncomfortable for a moment, but I guarantee you that moment will save you a lifelong agonizing pain. Women, those mammograms. Hey, go and take that moment. Get it done. Don't procrastinate on that. You want to be that business person? Again, don't procrastinate. Go ahead and put it in motion. Young folks, don't get into that habit of putting things off, because it'll carry in your life. It'll become a part of you to where you feel like, well, I could just do that tomorrow. Well, I'll get around to it. Learn to make things important. And when you make things important, you take care of it. Well, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my walk. I appreciate you guys spending time with me. And I know that this particular subject, you know, a lot of people will look at it and say, hey, you know, I don't do that. I think well, you might be that one person that, you know, you're on top of everything. But for those of you who are like me, and we have a tendency to try to put things off, and you can also be like me where, you know, you feel like you can handle everything, but yet we still have that habit, that bad habit of putting things off. Handle your business. That's my word to you. I appreciate you guys spending time with me today on this walk. I ask that you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. Stay in touch with Real D, with Real Talk with Uncle D. And I love you guys all.